Hi Countryside, today's Friday, December the 30th. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas holiday. Happy New Year. I'm at the tennis complex right now, so let's get you caught up real quickly on what's happening. Good news, the last of the tennis court lighting package has been delivered. It's down here to my right. Behind me you can see a substantial amount of the landscaping package has been started with the plantings and the trees. We still have sod yet to come, and of course additional plantings around the perimeter of the preserve property. We have about 3,000 cordgrass plants coming in, and those should be installed within about a week after some final regrading and some cleanup around the silt screen area. Let's head over by the tennis court buildings and show you what's happening over there. Okay, let's wrap up the tennis complex. The tile on the overhangs has been added. We had to add these structural supports. We've been waiting on those for a few weeks, so now that those are in, the tile's been started on these perimeter buildings. We'll do some final cleanup over here, finish up with the electrical. Soffit work has got to be a little bit of additional soffit work yet to be completed, and we'll be finished with these 3 buildings outside of the final cleanup and planting of sod. We'll also notice over here to my left, the hardshoe's been started on the tennis court, so the final underlayer has been put in, and of course the hardshoe's been added on top and compacted. So we're starting with that process, and we'll extend to course 2, 3, and 4, finish up the center islands, and there'll be a paver walkway extended right through this area right here as well. And we'll do that paver walkway last, just after the hardshoe courts are finished up. So we'll get the lighting package installed next week, finish the course up next week, and we'll be just about finished with this phase of the project. Let's head over to the Wellness Center. We're not going to go inside, but I want to show you something out back. Now I'm standing between the Wellness Center, north side of the Wellness Center, and the putting green next to the pool area. Just wanted to point out this paver walkway was just installed, did a beautiful job, and made this tree really a centerpiece. So I think this is something we'll find really attractive, and it connects the south parking lot over towards the pool deck. Lastly, although the paving work for most of the pool deck was done last week, we did do a final, sort of finalize this and got the final tie-in with the pavers from the new expanded area onto the existing pool deck. So again, we're not going to go inside the fitness center. We want to save a few surprises for you to see in person. So right now, we have all of the paperwork filed for temporary CO. Once we are issued a TCO, we can open the building up for membership usage. So that could be within just any time within the next few weeks. So we expect that very, very soon. But again, it's in Collier County's hands. We don't know exactly how long that'll take, but I can assure you as soon as that's finished and completed, we have that TCO, we will immediately open the facility up. We have hired a health and wellness supervisor for the building, so we're super excited for you to meet Heather St. John. In the meantime, let's head over to the portico and see what's happened over there. Okay, great news at the portico. Fire inspection's complete, so we are ready for, in fact this afternoon, the stucco team scheduled to be here to use the lift to go ahead and put the stucco up underneath in the soffit area. We'll be ready for the electrical finish work, which is a chandelier. The exterior building stucco is already finished, so we'll be ready for final paint next week. And the best news of all, this fencing around this area will be cleaned up, and the fencing will be removed by next Friday. So we'll be able to use this portico. Right now, the plan is to be able to use this portico by the end of the week. They'll still have some minor things to finish up yet. Maybe the seat may or may not be replaced yet. We have an overhang over the handicap entry. But at the very least, we want to be able to use this turnaround area for membership usage by the end of next week. So great news there. Let's head over to the Four Seasons room and finish things up. Okay, now we're in the Four Seasons room, the last area for the day. A lot of work is happening back here today. We have the tongue and groove, portions of the ceiling beams are being installed today. Insulation's being installed today. Drywall is also being started today. Exterior painting is also happening today. Windows, portions of the doors and windows and the window glass have been added. The windows which open up, which makes it our Four Seasons room, those windows have not been installed yet. Those will be out here in these areas. Also, a few windows up behind me on the top there. There's a few windows that have not been installed yet. But in about 10 days to 2 weeks, the wall inside the clubhouse that separates the Four Seasons room from the clubhouse, that wall will come down. We'll finish with carpeting in the clubhouse and tile in this area. Things will move pretty quickly in here, really. Once we get this building sealed in, insulation, drywall done, it'll be finishing the building out. So, listen, members, have a wonderful, safe, Happy New Year. We can't wait to get our facilities open. We are so close. They say the last 3 weeks are the longest. I think that might be true, but we are almost there. We're in the home stretch. Happy New Year. We'll talk next week.